Sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you, bro. But yeah, I did.
I am fucked up right now.
What?
But anyway,
Am I leaning?
Yeah, you're leaning.
Anyway, we are
Maxwell
fucking.
coming next.
Anyway, we are back.
What up?
You know what I'm saying? You are watching The Corner. It's your boy Coff, Bizz.
Your boy Reminisce.
Keon.
Of course. I swear that's like his fucking stripper name at like the gay strip club or whatever. But anyway.
Can't get away from it at all.
Hey, man, you sexual chocolate to them.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, would you not work at a gay bar as a bartender to get tips? Just saying.
No.
I would. Shit, they gonna pay me out.
I'm sorry, man. As long as you don't fuck any of your fucking clients, I'm gonna keep doing that to you and
Get
keep
money.
with you.
Nigga, how much did you make last night in tips? $2,000. Why? You just stood there in the white beater just like this and giving drinks.
Hey, I ain't gonna front, nigga. I might fucking if I can bartend in a gay club, as long as motherfuckers don't touch me, I ain't really don't give a shit. If I'm making money, I'll make money.
You gotta understand, they're kind of like how females are that are lesbian. They try to turn a straight female out. Same thing happens with homosexual male and a straight male. If they like something, they're like, I'm gonna try to turn this nigga. No, you're not. You're gonna give me my tip and go the fuck home.
You goddamn right. But anyway.
Side subject.
This is not even our main subject. Once again, you are watching The Corner. Normally, we try to be lighthearted. And today, we might still be lighthearted.
Maybe.
But today, we are going to be discussing the isms. Mainly racism, sexism, classism, all kind of isms. So normally I start something off by saying a statement and then we bring it in. So I just want to say right now, I'm a black man in America, 5'7", about 202 pounds when I last weighed myself, and I'm glad because I just lost about 12 pounds.
F you.
I mean, well, hey, I'm on a strict regimen and diet, and you're falling off. But anyway,
I'm a fat boy.
I mean, but I don't really count you because your fucking dress probably weighs 40 pounds. But anyway.
This is most likely true.
But anyway, I'll say that to say this because for some reason, some people actually find me as a threatening soul. And I must say, well, hey, I am like the same height or a similar height to Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather actually sees motherfuckers with the hands in the boxing ring. So and he's about 50 pounds less than me. So I can understand how I can be a threat. Especially I just came out of the motherfucking gym. If motherfuckers want me to, no,
it's all right.
Okay. Don't let you
Okay.
And me on the other hand,
I do have a shirt on. This isn't my natural skin color, by the way. I do have a shirt on.
Right. Okay, look, me. You 6 foot or 6'1"?
I'm 6'1".
Okay, so we'll start with me next. I'm 6 foot, 250.
Tall niggas I kick in the kneecaps.
Dreadlocks. Yeah, on a regular basis I get harassed and judged. It's horrible. I don't even do anything to get that brought upon me.
He fits the DC stereotype.
Oh God!
It doesn't matter. You're supposed to base it off the person's character, not the skin color, not how they look.
And stop being fucking scared, cops.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Me, 6'1", 350. For the most part, I don't really get harassed as much, but
that's because you're in your car.
But
I
don't drive in the hoods.
But first off, he sits in his car. I guarantee if he got outside his car and they had to go like, wait a minute now, sir, you're gonna have to put your hands on. For what? You probably wouldn't say that though. If they put a gun on you, maybe you would. You wouldn't say for what? You just yes, sir.
Hands are on the hood, not even asking questions. I'm not getting popped for no reason. Sorry.
Okay, well, before we even get into that real quick. Tempai! Sorry, we got sake.
Oh, yeah, we definitely got sake today. Oh, shit. I'm fucking drinking the fucking vodka over here.
Sake.
Okay.
Tempai! Tempai! Don't judge me for yelling that out either.
I mean,
feel free to judge him. Feel free.
Hey, we love the Japanese.
That's good. It's better when it's warm. But it's like
it did kind of.
It's like a tea that gives you a buzz.
I mean, well, we started this up about 20 minutes ago, and
that's because we had a bottle of vodka too. So.
Yeah, but hey, that fucking bottle of vodka is done, and this shit is in my motherfucking water bottle right now.
So it will randomly happen. I might just yell out "Tempai." Don't. Yeah, that means it's time. You can't because you're about to go to work. So
that's true.
Anyway, unfucking fortunately, one day you gonna take off of work. You're not gonna work.
He's not
and you gonna drink with us on this motherfucking podcast.
He's not a drinker. We're gonna get him drunk and videotape it and post it. I'm just saying. If you really want to see this, let us know. I know we're still fresh to this. Let us know. We will post this funny-ish.
Anyway, it's not funny.
So, host, where do you want to start with the isms?
I'm just gonna say this right now. Like when it comes to racism, classisms, and sexism, everything like that. I just feel like that we should all be equal. It's all about equal treatment, equal opportunity. That's what it's about to me.
In a perfect world, that would be wonderful. But good luck with trying to find that right now. I'm just saying along the lines of like, hey, look, especially like right now, it's about being able to divide and conquer. You divide everybody up. Everybody fighting amongst themselves and too busy looking at what's really going on and nobody really paying attention to what's really happening around them.
Now, here's my question, right? Because, see, I have been doing a lot of research on the Oregon Ranchers.
Ooh.
I actually
Are you talking about the Caucasian males who decided to take over a bird sanctuary building?
With
guns. With long rifles and talking about please send us snacks? Are you talking about that?
Yeah, with guns, exactly. So this is right now a very touchy subject because we kind of feel like these guys do have guns. They are armed. Now, let's just say that it is illegal to carry state.
Yeah, I think it is.
So I do want to say that
it's open here too.
Correct, Mundo. Now,
look, they didn't take over the bird sanctuary with swords, okay? They took it over with
that don't
weapons.
mean a damn thing. Somebody could still be like, you know what, after the government, I want to take over this building with guns. And it would still be nice to them.
But pretty much what I'm saying is that these guys that are getting this kind of treatment where they're actually negotiating with them. They have sheriffs and stuff and police coming up to them and saying, well, it might be best if you guys just leave this land. Now,
if it was the three of us,
there would have been snipers all. Right. It wouldn't have been televised. It would have been snipers in the woods, and they would have put us down before they even the first.
And to be even more specific, when there's a lack of indictment because of the death of Michael Brown, when there's a lack of indictment because of the death of Eric Garner, when there's a lack of indictment because of the death of Walter Scott, when it's actually there might have been one there, but when it comes to that,
I think he's out on bond.
Matter of fact, no. Right. He is out on bond now.
Wow.
Exactly.
House arrest.
And they mainly said it because
house arrest.
Well, this is what they said. They said that his trial date, like because of the fact that they were going to try Dylan Roof first, and both of them are in South Carolina, that they felt like he would have been in jail too long. That's what they felt like.
They wouldn't give a damn if it was one of us.
So
even if we had the money, they would actually raise the bailout rate higher.
That's what I wanted to get at. So once again, it's not about us talking about reverse racism. It's not about us talking about regular racism. Hold on. Once again, to me, it's about unequal treatment
and honesty and truth and facts. You can look it up. They had information. What was it? They said, you know what? Let's see what the charges for Black, Spanish, Indian, Asian, and white is for the same crimes. In so many states,
they
Black guy gets more time for committing the same crime as the Hispanic, the Indian, the Asian, and the white.
You heard about what happened with the Caucasian kid that. He had ran somebody. He ran some people over.
He was driving drunk and killed the pastor that was helping the women change the tire.
They let him out
making up a word for him, saying
no, he was too privileged.
Yes.
To go to jail. Then he turned around and fled. His mom was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna have my baby nowhere near jail."
Did you know there was another case behind that of the kid that got a? I think it was a drunk driving. Not 100% sure. Y'all might have to look that up. But it was drunk driving, and I don't know if he had an accident or maybe hit somebody, but they survived, and they threw him in jail.
Now,
exactly.
Right now, real quick. Here's my initial question, because of course the guys in Oregon, because I'm fascinated by this story. The guys in Oregon have been referred to as either an armed militia,
which is true,
or armed activists,
which is
so them being referred to as that versus
Black Lives Matter,
right?
But see, do you guys
see any correlation with that? Do you guys feel like that Black Lives Matter should have as much
rights? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because first off, let's get one thing straight that a lot of people don't realize. When they hear the whole Black Lives Matter thing, they think they're saying only Black Lives Matter. No, what we're saying is Black Lives Matter too.
Well, but you know what I've heard, right? Now, see, this is my thing. I've actually heard that some white folks, when the initiation of affirmative action first really spread in the 80s, they thought that, well, we actually were getting an advantage because we had a whole bunch of scholarships. And because, of course, you were having a conversation with somebody online. And see, my thing was that
the only we watched about Kate, who said the same dumb stuff when they showed it to her. She's like, "Well, now I feel like you're attacking me." No, they brought truth to you, but now because you feel dumb for making that assumption, you feel like they're attacking you.
Right, but see, what it was that they felt the government felt as though they ruled, and they came to agreement with the fact that they felt like African Americans, in the instance of college educations and acceptances and scholarships and way to pay for it, we had a disadvantage in that instance. So they provided more scholarships to level the playing field,
and it's still not level,
to close the gap,
and it's still not closed.
So it wasn't like we actually had affirmative action because of that. Now, I'll say this myself. I feel like any mistake that I've made, anything that that I actually did, that I didn't do it in the best way, I didn't follow through with something, I didn't completely achieve something the way that I was supposed to achieve it, that I don't want any handouts. If something happens to me where, I don't really get the best of whatever the privileges might be, whatever the achievements might be, whatever the accomplishments might be, I feel like, well, no one, whether it's in my race, whether it's in another race, whether it's another gender, whether it's another class, no one can hold me down from what I truly, truly want. And I say that because I'm doing this show with you guys.
Right. True.
And we're spreading our opinions out here, and we're being heard.
Doing so.
Exactly, but I do say that I feel like because of that, I'm not looking for no affirmative action. I'm not looking for 40 acres and a mule like other people are, and I'm not even saying that you're wrong for doing so. I'm just saying that what you're doing, as far as trying to hold me down, isn't going to hold me down. So because of that, you can say that, oh, well, affirmative action gave more opportunities to black people or to Native Americans or to Asians or to Latinos, but it's not doing it to me because I don't even want them.
But look,
I just want equal opportunity, period.
But you gotta understand that's reverse racism. It's like certain things.
They say that minorities are the true reverse racists.
No, it's not. You have to understand, if you keep kicking somebody in the face, you're gonna cause somebody to get angry. You're gonna it shows that so people can feel like they can pull back more. Right. And then what happens is a system that was already bad retracts even more and not give out any more opportunities. I want to be able to have a chance, just like anybody else, if I walk into the bank and get the same home loan, because what I did was I worked my butt off. I got a good credit score. I did what I was supposed to, and then I want to be able to still get the home loan.
Yeah,
but
ladies,
automatically
he does have a good credit score.
Man,
so
mine's
ladies,
good too, but
holla at him.
Credit score.
Holla at him.
Hating.
And for the ones with the bad credit scores, you can like trickle down and like.
It's easy to get your credit score.
Come
real talk.
This way, you know what I
mean? No. Yo, he doing it. He doing it.
Get your TLC on.
I'm pretty to shop ranks. If he can do this right here and get women,
it's Mr. Love.
And he looks like fucking Woven.
Shaba.
Why should I not?
Hey,
why should I not?
But I'm just saying, that's when you start seeing the disparity. Is when you feel like you have all the same qualifications and you get passed over for the job, you get passed over for the promotion, you get passed over whatever,
right.
because you don't fit the stereotype of a typical hardworking person. Typical hardworking person.
And what's that based off of?
Hey, I hate to say it, but I mean it's there and it's true. If my skin is not lighter, sorry, and nothing against my light skinned brothers, but I'm just saying.
It is, and it kills me when they try to say, "Oh, it was reverse racism because y'all got more options." No, we really don't. We still don't. It's already been scientifically proven, historically proven. We don't. There's the facts and evidence out there for people to actually research this and see and find out, but they don't want to because they're stuck in their opinions or the way they were raised.
And mind you, let's just point something out here. My dude with dreads here, he gets profiled
all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't matter if I have the beard.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
My bigger homie,
don't have
he gets profiled. Me, I'm the prettiest nigga out the crew. Me being a pretty nigga,
subjective.
I get profiled too.
I'm rugged. I can't.
Yeah, it's subjective to all the fucking ladies out there. Hey, all I'm gonna say is this right here. You can't deny this smile. Can't deny this right here. But pretty much what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that with the three of us, with the different body builds that we have, with the different hairstyles that we have, even with the different lifestyles that we lead, all of us get profiled in certain ways.
No, well, I won't say certain ways. You're still getting profiled by number one, what? The color of our skin.
I'm sorry. I feel like you get profiled more because you have dreads than me with a lower color.
No, but if I had dreads and I was white,
and I get profiled probably less than him because I'm smaller.
Okay, but again,
because it's about who the threat is. So you by having the threat, man, matter of fact, let me bring something to you. Hold on. Let me bring something to you.
All right.
Because you asked me to check out Jane Elliott.
Yes, I did.
And I did
check out Jane Elliott.
Shout out to Jane Elliott.
Real truth out.
And I did shout out Jane Elliott. And it was one guy in the little experiment that she was doing, the brown eyes versus the blue eyes. Yeah. It was one guy where he was an African. They were in London, so he was an African Englishman, I guess. But he had dreads and he had a beard and everything like that.
Is that the one that had a daughter that was biracial?
Exactly.
About going to the school.
Exactly.
And they treat her different when they see her.
And what happened was that as soon as because on the phone, because of the fact that he has lighter Anglo-Saxon nationality that runs in his family. Mm-hmm. The way that he talks, he doesn't just talk like just a regular black person.
It was perceived
person.
or
even
white talk.
Yeah, or even a black person from Britain. He's not even perceived as that.
He was talking proper.
Exactly.
That's what it's called, proper. But people are like, you talk white, you talk black. No, it's called proper English.
So what did somebody else say to him that day? Somebody else said to him, well, if he didn't have those dreads, and if he didn't dress in the way that she dressed, which all he had that day was a hoodie.
Because it was cold.
What was just a regular little shirt, because of the fact that you're dressed like the way you are, that you shouldn't, of course you're not going to have those same opportunities as other people.
What makes you think that he went to the interview dressed like that in the first place? When I go to the interview, ponytail, trimmed up very nice and low, suit, tie.
Well, to clarify, of course, this was an interview as far as a social experiment.
Yeah.
This wasn't a job interview.
Indeed.
So
I wasn't trying to say that.
Right. I just want to clarify that for the public.
We're just saying the way the person said that to him was like he would actually go to an interview in a hoodie.
Yeah, in a hoodie and and just like a regular plain shirt. That's how they pretty much implied it with him. That's how they were saying it to him. And they were saying it like, well,
That's
because of the fact
insulting.
that you
That's
dress
really
the way that you
insulting.
dress, of course somebody's going to profile you because of, once they see you, they get a different image than what they might hear from you on the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
So when it comes to that, I felt offended. Matter of fact, I probably was the most offended with that conversation than the other 41 minutes that I watched in that whole video. Because my thing is this: just because a black man has dreads, and just because a black man has a hoodie, should he be profiled? Because the thing about it is that my boy, I met this man at work. I got hired by a company. He was already there. But just because he has dreads, does that mean he's not professional? Just because he has dreads, does that mean he's unruly? No. I came there and he was there already. For a long time already.
Yeah, 10 years.
So, and me, I'm gonna tell you, I'm the one with the lower cut. I might actually dress maybe more professionally than you.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I like it though.
No, I like it too. I just have different styles.
I mean,
might feel like the whole,
Sometimes I come from dates and not go to work.
That's what I say.
So yeah, I still got my fedora.
Sometimes I feel.
I still got my newsboy cap.
You know what I'm saying?
I still got my button-down shirt. So yeah. But of course, from the outside looking in, somebody's gonna be like, "Well, yeah, he's doing that. He's wearing dreads, and I'm wearing a button-down shirt because I'm more professional." No, I was trying to score on the pussy before I got into work. Pretty much that means nothing.
It really doesn't.
It don't.
It don't.
It don't. Speaking of Jane Elliott, I just want to play this real quick. This is from her. I know there's a lot of people that feel like she's an embarrassment to Caucasians, but she's not. She's speaking real truth. Well, she's trying to get Caucasians who are blind.
They're not blind.
No, some are blind.
No. It's not about being blind. It has everything to do with you don't want to deal with it. A lot of people, a lot of people have this stigma of
I actually do agree with them.
As long as the terror is not in their world, they're fine.
Do you know?
As soon as the terror comes into their own little, understand, everybody has their own little bubble that they live in. And as soon as something puncture it,
it's not just
all of a sudden the world is evil, is cruel, and whatever.
You do realize there's towns in America and cities in America, small cities of course, small towns that do not have any minorities in there. Mm-hmm. All they know is white people. Remember the girl that came to Real World, and she was blinded and raised because a different way. Even though she saw them on TV, she still called them colored. She didn't think she was being offensive. She just didn't know no better.
Matter of fact, do you remember that one girl in the
Jane? And they had to correct her, and she was crying because she's like, "I didn't know. I'm sorry."
And matter of fact, do you remember the one girl in the Jane Elliott experience? Experiment in Britain, like the one that was saying where she was like the store owner, and she was like, "Well, in my neighborhood, there's no black people. There's just white people, and I'm considered like the white person." Like the lowest on the totem pole, so I get discriminated.
Look, did y'all see hear the news about the mayor or the governor in Maine?
Yes, Maine.
In Maine, he
all
said
our white girls get paid by D money.
D money.
He had all kind of. He's trying to say, I'm not being racist. I'm just saying, really. D money.
Look, the first, like he was talking about the people. The people who come up from New York and whatnot. Coming up to New York, from New York to Maine to sell heroin, and then before they left, he wanted to say,
I just wanted to let niggas
women
know how
in
to get down.
He said white women, which, hey, guess what? Not many black folks are living in Maine.
I am so glad I'm off of work tonight because I am going to be blasted. Go on.
So, his first reaction,
and I'm still drinking the Smirnoff out of this joint.
His first reaction.
I drank mine a long time ago. I have a problem.
Being that isolated. He's so isolated. He said white people.
No, that's different. No, that's the difference between isolated. The girl I was talking about from MTV was isolated. He, on the other hand, was raised a certain way from the sounds of the way he said things.
I mean, anytime that you're truly it's a difference between stereotyping because of what you see versus just being ignorant of something, and not in a malicious way versus what you don't see.
But see, he sounds like one of those kids that were like, I always tell people this: it doesn't matter what race, what religion, what sexual orientation or sexual preference. You put these children in a playpen together to play, they'll play. They love each other. As soon as you take one out and teach them 1 ounce of love, that's when it's born.
Case in point,
that's when it's born.
I was at a McDonald's, and normally, like when I'm driving, I take a break, right? So I'm sitting at McDonald's. I'm playing Clash of Clans on my tablet.
You better do better with his fucking
Don't
health,
do that
man.
when you drive.
Fucking eat.
I was sitting at McDonald's. I didn't go eat.
So why were you sitting there?
I was just sitting there.
You didn't eat at McDonald's?
I didn't eat at McDonald's.
He was using their Wi-Fi.
Yes, that too. Because we ain't got to pay.
That's
a whole other subject. But I'm sitting there, and two little white boys looking out the window. They see my car, and then the parents get up and left. And I thought they were looking at something behind me. They're looking at me. Two little white kids roll up to me, no fear in their eyes, no nothing, and go, "You have a nice car." Little kids don't see racism.
Yes, you know why? Because racism. Because racism in any sense, whether it's racism by people that are racist, whether it's reverse racism by people that are doing it in retaliation, it is a learned behavior. Because the thing about it is, let me just say this right now. I have not been told by a white person. I have not had one of them call me a nigga in my face. I have not. So if I was just oblivious, I would be like, well, racism doesn't exist.
Well, hold up. Let me ask you this. When was the first time, and we can either do our stories and quickly, when was the first time y'all experienced racism and didn't understand it until you understood it?
Go on first.
No. I think the first time I experienced it was... It's never really been experienced. It was more like I learned about it. I never really got a full grasp of it. It's difficult to really explain.
You didn't get a full grasp, but you didn't. Like I said, you didn't know what was going on. But later in life,
did it happen to you or anybody else that you knew?
Not directly.
You know that time in the car with your father being a pastor saved you, or elder, excuse me? I think you told me you got pulled over or something like that.
I got pulled over, but I got pulled over because they were doing a checkpoint at my street.
Okay.
But here's the thing. They didn't treat me any differently. I didn't have my license on me. They knew I was in the system. And on top of that, they knew my parents.
Oh, so you fucking up.
Okay, I didn't hear.
I wasn't fucking up.
No, I didn't hear. I didn't know you didn't have your license.
What was it?
When you told me, you
didn't have your license. You were fucking up.
Yeah, you didn't have your license.
No.
You
went to jail that day if you got the wrong cop.
You never in your life. Hold up, before you even talk. You tell me you never in your life, no matter what age. I'm talking about the first time you realized that racism was actually a part of life.
Yeah.
Not directly.
So it's always indirect.
It's always been indirect.
Huh.
It was always like when I was working at the nightclub. That's when I was experiencing a lot more because I was trying to get you a job.
I wish I'd have known y'all did.
That's indirect because it was indirect because it was, hey, I have somebody who needs a job. He's a very good hard worker, and then they kept giving me BS. Oh no, we're not hiring anybody. And then all of a sudden, they turn around and hire.
So that was directly happening to you.
No, that's indirect because here's the thing: it's not directly in front.
No, it's not directly happening to you, but you do see the unequal treatment of others.
Right.
When I say directly, I see what you mean, but when I say directly, I still consider that directly. You're right there.
I mean, if
trying
you
to get
see
a job for your black friend.
Okay, so you're
saying there's no jobs, and then all of a sudden they turn around and hire other people, and you're like, wait a minute.
So you're saying that it's directly because of the fact that he was the one that was trying to initiate it all.
It'd be different if you knew me and I applied for the job and they didn't give it to me, and you found out later that's why.
Because that's almost like you being a reference. So if it's almost like you being a reference,
apparently you're the best worker there, making them money all the time. When you
but here's the thing. What I'm saying, when I say indirectly, they didn't come out and say, "Well, no, we're not going to have."
Well, what did they say?
No, we're not going to have any more black guys in the club. It was we're not hiring. But it was only 3. It was only 3, and we were the enforcers.
They were the enforcers. Hey, look, they were the enforcers. They made the money. They kept the peace.
Would you guys be willing to disclose?
No,
we're not going to disclose the place.
No,
only because if we had video of it and we could post it, we would do it.
Yeah.
What about you? Since he said it was more indirectly for him.
I mean, truth be told, like I said, once again, I've never been called a nigga to my face. I have seen it where some of my other black friends would actually have white people as their friends, or Latino people as their friends, because I'm still kind of iffy on that. When they be like, well, you can say the N word, but you can say it to me. And when I come around, then they shut the fuck up. That kind of shows me, you know what's wrong. If you gotta switch up if you gotta switch up when I come around,
they're aware of it.
Then you're aware of it and you know that it's wrong.
Well, so you tell me both of y'all have indirectly experiences. Y'all never.
Yes.
Wow. So I'm the only one.
Well, I
have dreads.
I think
before dreads, when I had short hair.
Here's my question. Where did you experience that?
First place I experienced it was in Columbia, Maryland.
Okay, and then where the other places?
After Columbia, Maryland, I know I'm missing one before this. I say this, Olney, Maryland.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that is that I do not frequent either one of those places. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, I'm not even saying that like, because of the fact that I didn't frequent those places, that I would not experience racism. Hold on, real quick. This is what I'll say. Just because of the fact that nobody calls me a nigga to my face, that does not let me ignore the fact that racism exists. That people are calling other people niggas, or that even people are being reverse racist. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying that. Yes, it is.
I mean, I can see.
Well, this is the reason why I said it, because if you're a black person and you figure that because you see somebody with a pale face that they are automatically racist and you automatically lash out at those people,
that's prejudice.
Well, that's a reverse racism. But
you're gonna automatically assume that they're gonna
hold on.
Define racism first.
Hold on, real quick. Okay. Well, racism is that you are prejudiced based on somebody's race. So either you feel like what pretty much okay, go ahead and pull it up.
Go ahead.
But I feel like, well, if you're a black person and you see a white person and you automatically think that because of the fact that they are white, that they're going to discriminate against you, and they really don't, I feel like that's a racist thing. So if I don't see anybody or hear anybody tell me directly that, well, look, you darkies aren't permitted around here.
Racism is not the fact that somebody dislikes. It's the fact that you think you're superior than the other. That race is inferior to yours.
But this is my thing though. And see, this is my issue, right? Mm-hmm. Now, because when I was in college, I took black psychology.
Yeah.
Now, because of the fact that slave masters, and we really about to go somewhere else, because of the fact that slave masters castrated us, because of the fact that they actually figured that we were superior. And I'm not. And see, this is the thing about castration. It's not just about dicks and balls. It's about
taking that
breasts,
testosterone.
It's about, the butt cheeks. Whatever they feel like black people in general that they were enslaving at the time had, body parts that were more publicized, that were more desired upon. Because of the fact that we had that, and they tried to hold us down from that. And then, in essence, they actually wanted to get plastic surgery performed upon them.
Now,
because of the fact that
we had, because that's black.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying generally you can expound upon it. Mm-hmm. Because of the fact that we had thicker lips, they had thinner lips, so they wanted to make their lips thinner. We had, thicker, butts, and they wanted to have thicker butts. Or whatever the case may be, because of all of that, they felt like, well, they had to have the one up on us, and they had to fucking level the playing field. Because of that, I feel like that's a form of racism, only because of the fact that I feel like they feel like we were superior to them as far as having certain body parts and having, as far as like the Egyptians and stuff like that. Like knowing like the sciences, knowing the maths, and knowing that kind of stuff, that they were superior to them, and they wanted to flip it to make it seem like they were superior to us, and they pretty much want to instill in our minds that we were inferior to them.
And that's racism.
That's racism to me. We're going.
That's racism. Well, let me just get my experience real quick. My first experience was when I was 7 years old. I honestly didn't know the difference. I saw that we had different skin color, but I didn't know there was something that came with it. Like I didn't know it was like, oh, I'm black, that person's white, that person's Spanish. I didn't know that. I just figured we all had different skin color.
I mean, but you were 7 years old.
I was 7 years old. We were invited to a birthday party of somebody that was considered my best friend. They were going to a country club to play golf. I love golf.
You told me about this. Yeah, definitely.
I love golf at that age, and I wanted to learn. Get the chance to go on the field.
Tiger,
all of a sudden, his parents were like, "Oh well."
You know what I'm talking about?
Y'all are jerks.
I'm sorry. I fucking love the new Shaft.
His parents came to our house, knocked on the door, and told my mother this. Like, oh well, the other kids don't want your kids to come because they feel like they're going to be a problem. And the thing that was interesting about that, we knew these kids that they said were the other kids. We went to school with them. We rode the bus with them every day. We played with them every day. And they loved us. They would always come and knock on our door first to have us come outside.
Yeah, why would you think that they would say that?
Exactly. Kids are always brutally honest. Sometimes too brutally honest, but kids are
very
always
brutally honest.
Because see, the thing about it, they learn things. They learn things. They find out things, and they don't really worry about.
Warning: do not wear your feelings on your sleeve around a bunch of children.
Yes.
They will take your feelings and do-si-do with it. They will do do-si-do with your feelings if you are that sensitive.
But while he takes that shot,
I talk to them while I take this shot. God damn. This might be the most fucking twisted I've been on a fucking podcast ever.
Really? My bad. So back to that. They told my mom that. My mom immediately knew what that was. We didn't know what it was. We didn't believe our mom. You know what I'm saying? So Tempai. So we still, even though we weren't invited to play golf, we went over there to give our friends the presents that my mom wanted to take back. We gave them the presents that we had gotten. No, excuse me. My mom did take the presents back. What we did, we took our favorite toys and books.
Legs feel weak.
We wrapped our favorite toys in books and took it to them as a present. Hey, this is my favorite book. My mom took back a present. This is my sister's favorite toy.
Hopefully it wasn't fucking Clifford the Big Red Dog.
No.
Because if you send me a fucking Clifford book, I would throw that shit in your fucking face.
Hey, who didn't have a Clifford book?
But I got to the point where I was like, yo, fucking Clifford is like fucking 8 feet tall.
That's a big ass dog.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fucking hear. I'm not trying to fucking hear no more fucking Clifford stories.
But before you get on with that Clifford story,
go on.
To cut it short, we went to our friends to give them that our presents that we took from our personal stash of our favorite presents. They told us the truth. They said, we didn't tell mommy and daddy that we didn't want you to come.
What did they say?
They said mommy and daddy said it wasn't a good idea to bring y'all. And that to this day, not to this day, but that for a long time didn't resonate with us. Our mom was right, but we didn't want to believe her because we didn't know what the hell she was talking about. And as we got older, we were like, you've got to be kidding me.
Now, real quick, does that mean that now was that family racist or prejudice? Or
I don't know.
Hold on, real quick. Or does that mean that family felt like other people were going to be prejudiced against you?
I know, that's what I said. I don't know. To this day, they could have honestly been protecting us from other people, or it could have been because any other time we were allowed around the house.
I'm going to tell you motherfuckers right now.
His father was a cop, though. Anyway, continue.
I'm going to tell you motherfuckers right now. I don't give a damn about nobody's opinion about me because at the end of the day, we all.
Now I remember the other one that happened.
Okay, cool. You can bring that up after I finish.
I want to bring two more incidents because he's always thinking I'm aggressive and shit.
He is.
But.
Sorry about that.
Problem. But all of us have situations, we have experiences where somebody could be like, well, we're racist, we're sexist, we're prejudiced. And the thing about it is, at the end of the day, is that we just fail to have understanding of each other.
Yes.
What do I say a lot of the times
that's
when...
big right there.
What's the great thing about me and you? Like, we're some of the closest best friends, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes, because I have no problem saying in an argument or in a discussion or whatever that, you know what, I don't know, I don't have enough evidence here,
and we will do that.
I need to do evidence, or what something else. You know what? you're saying that, but you know what? I'm sorry. I just don't have enough evidence from you to really turn my opinion. And you know what's like?
Well, it's not about turning the opinion. It's about trying to get the facts out there.
But that's what people do. People do at the end of the day. They're trying to turn and change other people's opinions
without facts. Yeah, just opinions. Period.
I look. My thing about turning people's opinions. It's not so much as turning people's opinions. It's about, hey, look. There's other ways of thinking about this other than the way that you might be looking at it yourself.
Of course.
So
I'm a black man, so I can't be going into every situation like, well, you're white, you should think like me.
First off, you give me this because you don't drink beer. Continue.
Just had to take it out of my hand.
Sorry.
But look, only thing I'm saying is that when you're sitting around and you have different experiences, like look, his was more direct, mine was a little bit more indirect.
Yeah. Mine's were more indirect as well because I haven't experienced it.
But I think that my buddy here kind of was raised in a little bit harsher neighborhood than I was.
I just said Columbia.
What were you raised?
Columbia only, and I will say
and before Columbia and only, where were you raised?
Alabama, Colorado, Michigan. Before I even got to Columbia out here at the age of 5. And let me point out something else. And they were all good neighborhoods. Let me point something out. When we got out here, that's when I started experimenting. I didn't know what the hell the hood was until after we left Columbia. We had to stay with a friend in Baltimore for a little while. In the hood.
DC,
like the Wire type hood. And that's when I learned
the
that.
DMV area, nigga. We got hoods.
Then we also stayed with a friend in DC. So understand, I learned the DC hood. And when we would go visit our family in Chicago, they were in the Chicago hood. Then you have family in the Berrien Springs.
I'm not trying to go to Chicago today.
So I
not me either.
Unlike most people only experience one thing their whole life and maybe a second thing. I've experienced a lot more than I honestly. I'm surprised at how much I experienced more than most people.
But I will say this: because of your. I feel like I think that you might lean on your experience a little too much because my experience between the police officers and your experience between the police officers, we have a different traction. I know that police officers can't act up. That I know that police officers can act up.
He just gave me his finger.
Real quick.
I know that, but I don't antagonize them how I feel like you might do.
I don't antagonize.
Hold on, real quick. Why do you feel like he antagonizes the police department?
Well, because I think that, like, you know, when you sit around and he says, well, I have the right to know what I'm being detained for. Yes.
Well, is that antagonizing or is that noting your right?
No. You technically speaking, you have the right, but also it's how you approach things.
Are you saying?
How do you know how?
Hold on, real quick. So, are you saying that he knows the right? The cops know the right, but they're trying to ignore the right because of the fact that they feel like he might be a threat.
I mean, hey, I'm considered a threat.
Okay,
but
does that make it right?
No, it doesn't make it right. I'm not saying that.
So we shouldn't pigeonhole ourselves into just being like, well, you know, the cops feel like we might be a threat, so we should operate like we are a threat.
So here go. Prime example. I was at the job that y'all are currently at right now, and I went to the Boston Market down the street, right? Uh-huh. I took a co-worker of mine, and then as we were coming back...
Hey, matter of fact, Boston Market has terrible macaroni and cheese.
I like their macaroni and cheese.
Shut up.
Nigga, that shit tastes like wood.
Buds, but go ahead.
That shit tastes like wood.
I like their macaroni and cheese, but that's just me. But, I'm just like...
I was about to say something that I definitely shouldn't have said. Yeah, and you actually should be lucky. I'm going to tell you on camera what I wanted to say, but I was like, nah, I can't say that.
Well, let him finish.
Go on. But look, what I'm saying is the same incidents where I got pulled over. Mm-hmm. You know, all of a sudden it was like 3 police cars come out of nowhere in that little parking lot, and then they stopped us. They come rushing out talking about put the keys on the hood, put the keys on top of the car, and put your hands out the window. I'm like, all right, cool. I put the keys on the hood. Put my hands out the window. They came over and was like, well, you fit the description. Of course, I'm going to always fit the description of somebody doing something. I know that. I know this. But instead of...
Like in the park?
Yeah.
Why'd you pull up here? To play or watch them play basketball in a public park where I can park. These are parking spaces, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm sitting here, and instead of escalating it beyond what it was already at a high level anyway. Hey, I did not choose at that moment to start poking at the police officer, talking about, well, why are you detaining me? And going at him.
See,
I just let the whole notion pass. Not because I'm afraid of what's going to happen.
Are those your rights?
My right, yeah. And guess what?
You should not be scared.
No. I wasn't scared. But understand something. Hey, if there was a robbery or if there was a break-in, I'm not privy to it. They're looking for somebody who had committed a crime.
But that's the thing. Hold on, real quick though.
If are they not doing their job also?
They're doing their job, but all you got to do is just say, well, look, I didn't do this. Whatever you're looking for, I did not do this.
If they say, let me check it. If they say, well, like for me, I would like, am I being detained or arrested at this time?
I'm not going to say all that.
No. Why not? Because that's your right.
He feels like that's being
right.
confrontational.
That's not being confrontational.
It's
that's
me asking the
right.
question. So if I am being detained,
right?
Let me provide you with my ID so you can check to see everything's cool.
See, yeah. I have no reason. If like I said, you're not privy to what's going on.
I didn't say I was.
Or do you have a police scanner inside of your car?
Hold on. Real quick. It's not about being privy to what's going on.
It has everything to do with it.
No, because this is what I'm saying. Are you detaining me? If you're detaining me, let me give you my shit.
And move on.
I can, you know what I'm saying?
But here's my thing.
You can look it up. I have no warrants. You can let me go.
Go. But they don't. I've been pulled over. Look.
I feel like you're going to escalate it a lot higher.
Why? Hold on. Why do you think?
I'm trying to tell the story because he feels like I escalated it.
No, real quick. Why do you think that's going to escalate it?
Because it's an already tense situation as it is.
Because hold on, real quick. So you mean that the cops, because of the fact that they're coming to you, they're already tense.
They are.
So if I comply to your laws. And I say, well, look, this is not me. Here's my ID. You can check it. I'm good. Let me go. So, why am I not complying? I'm complying already.
Yeah, I complied, but I'm still in the car for 30 to 40 minutes. You check my record. I don't have a record.
Are you saying anything other than whatever's being provided?
This is my thing.
What do you mean anything other than that's being provided?
I don't give a fuck what I'm saying. Real quick. I don't give a fuck what I'm saying. If you tell me that you want me to do something as far as giving you my ID or my passport or whatever the fuck it is, and I give you that and you search it and nothing is found, then why the fuck are you detaining me?
Exactly.
Hey,
and I'm going back to my
this my whole thing. It's like, why are you detaining me if you already found that I'm not doing nothing? Why are you still detaining me?
Well, here, let me finish these. I'm gonna finish every story quickly.
I'm sorry, I just got upset because it's not you. Because it's about them.
It's about me personally. It's about, hey, look. If you already in a bad situation as it is, I'm getting rolled up on as
fuck
it is.
That. Cops are in bad situations every day.
Hey, you know what?
If they don't want to be in bad situations, they should not be cops. Period.
But you're not you're not talking about me being aggressive. You're saying the fact that I didn't even ask the question. Period. It doesn't matter if it's nice.
That's my point.
It doesn't matter if I do it.
I can't ask the question.
The fact that I ask the question shouldn't be asked.
Real quick. Should I not ask the question?
I didn't say you shouldn't ask a question.
Then what are you saying? Real quick.
What I'm saying is while you're handing him your ID, why do you have to add on top of it?
Because
why not?
First off,
because
5 minutes by law.
5 minutes into the whole ordeal, you already asking why am I being
by
detained?
law? They're supposed to tell you, just like when they pull you over. They're supposed to tell you.
I'm sorry, man.
No. You know why I pull you over?
Hold on, real quick.
You have no idea what's going on around you right now.
Real quick. Because they supposed to disclose it to you once you ask. I got into a situation. I used to work at Metro Access that was at Bellcrest Road, right across the street from fucking PG Plaza. I ran across the street. The fucking cop just happened to fucking turn the corner, speed up. I was stopped and detained because I ran across the street. But now, why am I running across the street? I have a 30-minute lunch break, and I'm trying to go over there
and get food
to the mall and get food and come the fuck back. So now, what did the cop tell me? What did the cop tell me? The cop told me, it's like, yo, you know I could have fucking ran over your ass. And then when I fucking gave him my fucking ID and all that shit, he's like, yo, you gotta be more careful, you know what I'm saying? His whole situation was the fact that he was speeding.
And he was
speeding. He was wrong. And he was mad because of the fact that I ran across the street. And, I gotta slow down now because you ran across the street. Why were you speeding in the first place? You had no sirens.
If he was wrong, why didn't he get a ticket?
And you had no sirens.
If he was wrong, why didn't he get a ticket too?
I didn't get a ticket. Okay, why was that? Because that cop was fucking speeding without having his sirens on, and he was upset because of the fact that I run across the street, and this ain't a fucking 4-lane highway. One lane, that's it. So because of that,
he wanted to be a jerk.
He wanted to be a jerk because, I almost ran over you. You should be more cognizant of what's going on because at the end of the day, any fucking citizen would have had to do the same thing. Be more cognizant of what's going on.
That's true.
If they see a fucking pedestrian. But if you see me and I'm running across the street and you're up there and you speed, that's on you.
So let me tell my other stories real quick. I'm gonna run through them because it's a couple. I just remember.
Go on.
Me and my friend, as boys, as young boys, I was about 10 or 11, and I actually wanted to be a cop still at that time. So I was 10 or 11.
I'm glad that you didn't.
Yeah, we're all outside, roughhousing. We see the cops because we know we're in PG. We know that. They think this about if you see us roughhousing, but if you see a bunch of white kids roughhousing, you're just playing. But black kids, there has to be something going on. We stopped let's chill out because they just passed us. And our friend went like this, "Hey, officer." He said, "Hey, officer," and waved. Then we were all chilling, and we just stopped and just talking. And all of a sudden, whoop, whoop. I'm like, what the hell? And they came down. What was all this about? What are you talking about?
So he gave us fucking
the finger like this. No, he waved.
No, he waved that shit.
He waved. He said, "Hey, officer." No, you didn't. I saw it, and I know what I saw. You know who saved us? And I know you're telling you can't say she was white. No. A white neighbor came outside because she was outside at the time that he waved and said, beautiful? "Why are you picking on these boys? They were not doing anything but what boys do, having fun, talking outside with some vacation. They waved at you."
Was she cute?
I don't remember. I was a kid. I wasn't thinking about that shit at the time.
Is she open to black dick?
I don't know. I was like 11 or 12 at the time.
Well, you need to find it out. You can tell that story.
Nigga, that was
on this fucking podcast.
Like
you need to find it out
7 years
right now. Because if you do,
God,
I will fucking come down there.
You gave me too much. I gave you too much.
You did it.
I take responsibility. I take it.
Either her sister's gonna get it, or she's gonna get it.
Possibly her daughter, since never mind. Anyway, the daughter's probably our age now. But that's one.
Is her daughter our age now?
I don't know.
That's even fucking better. Go on.
It's your fault.
And I can't remember all.
It's good.
I can't remember all the stories, so I'm just remember what in high school. I went to Sherwood High School. They had I want to say it was a homecoming. It was homecoming. They told us over the announcements that they were selling tickets at homecoming. So for those who didn't have the money at the time, because I was working while I was in high school, I worked since the age of 14. Come to the homecoming, buy your tickets to get in. I invited my boy, which they said was cool. I came, my sister and everybody came. We get there, there's a long line full of white people and us, or excuse me, white kids and us. We're in the middle of the line. We're all waiting to buy tickets, and they come out and say, "Oh, we're sorry. Actually, we're not selling tickets." Like, what? And they said, well, let's check with the principal real quick.
What did that feel like?
While we were sitting there in the middle of the line, we see the white staff tell the officers something. We didn't know what they were telling, but the white officers come to me and my friend. We weren't doing anything wrong. To the middle of the line, I was like, "You have to leave." I said, "I'm sorry. I go here. Here's my ID, officer. This is my school ID, and this is my ID. It doesn't matter. You have to leave."
Why?
I'm confused.
Why?
They're like, I said, "Well, I would leave, sir, but because you came to the middle line, it seems a little like you're singling us out. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it seems like you're singling us out." In the middle, he's like, "Okay, everybody has to leave. Nobody move." But then he grabbed my arm and said, "You have to leave," and pushed everybody. Didn't tell nobody else to leave. Everybody else was still there. I said, "Why are you doing this to me?" Because they told us to leave. You're not the principal. The principal told all of us to wait in line. The principal was a black man. Let's keep that in mind. So he forces us to leave. Says, "How old are you, son?" I said, "I just turned 18." He's like, "Good, because I can put you in jail." Took his glasses off, put them in his pocket. I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah. Go to your car and fucking leave."
Now, real question.
I'm not done.
Oh, go on.
We walk to the car. We leave, and the whole time I'm walking, he's behind me with his chest on my back, breathing down my neck. "Yeah, I want you to do something." I'm like, what the We get in the car and go home. My mom was like, "Where's your sister and her friends?" Because we drove them there. We told her what happened. My mom made us drive all the way down back. Black moms, dog. Black moms. We get out the car. As soon as me and him get out the car, officer gets swole. "I thought I told you this." My mom has to go, "Why are you talking to my son like this? What did he do? He goes to school here. Why are you treating him like this? Matter of fact, where's the principal?" "He didn't ask us to get the principal." "Are you serious?" My friend, he was quiet the whole time. He was actually trying to calm me down because he knew I was going to get mad, but I still complied. So he said, "Are you serious?" I said nothing the whole time. I'm saying something now. He told you that. We got the principal involved all of a sudden. Guess who was missing? The white counselors that were there when we pulled back up disappeared. All of the people that told them to do what they did to us disappeared because the principal came out. They're like, "Oh, he never get the principal." Long story short, we ended up waiting in the office, missing the whole homecoming dance because my mom was like, she fears for our lives because of how the police officer treats us. I did see the police officer the very next day at my job coming through my drive-thru though, and he looked scared when I gave him his food.
So
that's another instance. That's like a bunch of stuff. Even when you were
what
with
do you
me,
what do you think about that?
What? I think that was fucked up.
But I'm the aggressive one.
No. Understand something. I'm not disputing that. I didn't jump on you about that. Hey, that's fucked up. You sit in the middle of the line and all of a sudden you get singled out. Yo, I would have words myself.
Like,
I'm sorry. Hey,
something's not right here.
Hey, but what I'm saying is in certain instances, like, yo, you don't really know what's going on around you.
No, I understand that. And that's happened to me.
Know.
That happened to me 3 times where I didn't know what I asked.
Remember I told you about I was in the park.
Yeah, at the park.
The lights on, kids out there playing. They knew they didn't have nothing against me.
You look like a pedophile if you were watching kids play. I'm just saying.
They were grown ass men.
Okay, clarify. You said the kids were playing. Did you not say the kids were playing?
There were some kids.
You did say that.
But there were some kids. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
But you were watching some grown men that were there.
But look, here's the thing. The light they had lights.
You know that, right?
Look. They had lights. They had lights on. I've played at the park. I played basketball at nighttime. I've done it. Who has it?
It's so, like a curfew.
So as soon as I pulled in, all of a sudden, police officers rolled up behind me. They were like, "Well, we've had some drug dealings going on." I'm like, "Fine, you can shut the car. I don't care." I said, "Look, I fully complied. I had no words, no nothing with them."
How long did it take for you?
About 30, 40 minutes.
Why does it take that long?
Because they searched the car.
No, I'm putting it this way. I have police officers.
It takes somebody 30 minutes, 40 minutes to search the car?
Whatever.
Are you fucking serious?
Police officers, they say as soon as they put that shit in, it does not take long to.
It does not.
Do this. It takes at the most.
Because the time that I was fucking detained at Creepy Closet, I was there for fucking 5 minutes.
They want to find something because they put all the work in stopping you, assuming you were this person.
Not only do they want to find something, but they want you to do some bullshit and fuck up.
And get
so you actually have.
But I wasn't going to give them that chance to get some
bullshit. They didn't know that.
They don't know that though. All they see is how tall are you?
Yeah, you 6'1".
Hold on. How much do you weigh?
Hey, I'm a big boy.
They are trying to fucking get you to get out of pocket.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh
they're trying to get you.
It was a beat up 96 Toyota Corolla hatchback.
You know. I'm gonna tell you how I know racism exists. You know what they said to my sister when my sister's always had this thing about her. She's always liked the finer things in life. She was working at a company.
We're not gonna talk about this right now.
She was working at a corporation in Bethesda, right? Her boss said this to her. "That's your Jaguar?" Yeah. "And you have an Acura?" Yes. "How can you afford the 2 of them?" "I have good credit and I'm good with my money." "Really?" Okay, this is getting out of hand. Why are we talking about this?
Look, understand.
Because it's about ignorance, and it's because of the fact that they feel like we shouldn't have this.
Because there's people on this planet, and I'm not saying that it does not exist, but I've come across it myself, where I drove a cab, and I was taking this lady. She worked at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission up the street from where we live at, and I was taking her to BWI. And the whole ride, we're here talking about what was going on in Japan at the time.
Oh yeah,
and
that was bad.
And about the earthquakes,
and then the fact that the crack that had
the nuclear plant. Okay.
So we were talking about that. We were talking about Chernobyl and different things,
Man,
Island, and then all these other stuff. And then as I got her closer to the airport, she was like, "I never knew that you seem very educated." I'm like, now
why did she never know it?
Now understand something.
Why did she never know it?
Something. I didn't hold it against her because the perception is number one, I'm a black minority who's driving a cab, so we're already presumed to be.
It's not just that.
Real quick,
how does the media push?
Real quick though.
Boom.
Go on there and finish it up.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Is she thought that because I might be uneducated or undereducated that I would not know what's going on.
That's not a form of prejudice.
That's
not a form of racism.
But guess what?
That's what we get.
I had a bouncer down in Bethesda tell me personally, like, look, the reason I was giving you such a hard time is because you're a black dude, you're kind of big, and
there you go.
We got thugs from this other club. I'm like, what thugs are in Bethesda? First off, if you're hanging in Bethesda and you claim to be a thug, you're faking, number one.
I would like to say this.
No, real quick.
I work in Bethesda. There are some thuggish guys.
But this is
what was the word you said? You just said they were thugs.
Thuggish,
meaning they dress.
But this is my thing though. This is my thing though. This is my thing though.
Man up.
This is my thing though.
Okay. Man up.
Like you said, man up. If you work there, motherfucker, you better man up.
And you supposed to be security and you scared
You the one that's supposed to be security and you scared of motherfuckers? Then you don't need to be security.
I have a conversation
you don't need to be
security. Who are scared of me.
And that's it.
They're not security.
Then what are they? Hold on, what are they?
The top flight security of the world, Fred.
It's somebody walking around getting a paycheck.
Then why are they hired as being security?
Because it's friends of somebody who got
all right. So what you're saying to me is that they're not suitable to do the job that they're fucking hired to do.
Oh,
that's what you're telling me.
That's what I'm telling you.
If they're not security, but they're hired as security, what the fuck is that about?
What about the Baltimore cop that came forth to say that it is racism, they do stereotype, they do attack and target minorities versus what? You go to the white neighborhoods, they're inside the house. Even if they're outside the house, they're doing drugs, drinking, and all that stuff. You go to the black neighborhoods, they try to do it inside the house, but some of them do it outside, but they still get harassed.
They do because sometimes we're outside and we're on the street corner.
They won't hire him anywhere in the United States because he's telling the truth.
Because you know why? It's easier to detain somebody that's outside, getting drunk, getting high, versus somebody.
But where's the majority of the drugs and money?
Versus
in
somebody
the rich neighborhoods.
Versus somebody that's in their house.
Poor neighborhoods are trying to make that money.
Versus somebody that's in their house.
Just saying.
Why is that?
I'm not disputing that.
And why is that? Because it's easier for them to get a warrant if you're outside.
Look. My premise.
If you go in the crib.
This is what I try to tell people. And you can say I'm wrong, but the reason why police officers, and maybe a large chunk of it is of our skin color, but a large chunk of it comes from the fact that the reason why police officers, for the most part, not every one of them, but some police officers decide to harass and detain and poke at and whatever, is due to the fact that, hey, guess what? I know that if I come fuck with you, you're not going to do anything about it. Versus...
Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
Why is that right?
Because here's the thing.
Poor.
Because we are underpaid. We don't have enough money to go get. We don't have nobody on retainer who's a big shot lawyer who said, "Hey, was it Joe?
Right.
Was it Joe? Oh, he has a history of what's the name? You got a case? No, let's go." And then
what if I don't have a history?
No, I'm talking. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about. Let's say that the police, when they find out, but that's my point. No, when they find
unequal treatment.
No, wait. But when they find out that Joe, the police officer, has 14 years of being on the force, of harassing and bothering and all this other stuff, if I was a well-influenced black guy who actually knew how I can get back at them for harassing me the way they did, and I had nothing happened. Guess what? He would have been off the force because guess what? They would have so many lawsuits up their ass because of it. But they pick on.
Please,
yes,
these niggas are getting away with murder and still getting free. I don't want to hear that.
Because here go the thing.
Even my girl who's
Michael Brown.
Even my girl who's biracial said
Eric Garner.
Messed up.
Here go the thing.
My girl,
Chicago has been admitted that they've paid out over like $1 billion, if not more, to people because of unlawful injuries.
It's not changing anything.
That means they were what?
It's not changing anything.
It's not changing anything.
That means they were what though?
No,
guilty. If you they were guilty,
I'm not
paying them that money, but not putting the fucker in jail. So you're.
But the thing, here's the thing.
Take this money.
But here's the thing.
Go buy a Bentley.
If people actually started doing that more, it would counterbalance everything that's been going on.
What people?
Black people.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
If black people did it more instead of trying to be confrontational, I'm sorry, I feel like you're trying to be confrontational.
You know what?
Being confrontational. Hold on.
When you're in your look, my thing is the way to combat police officers, and I've been in the hoods. I've driven through the hoods, seen guys that stand out
through the hoods.
What's the experiment?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh,
don't do that.
What's the experiment that we saw with Jay Elliott?
Oh, let's play
it. Where a lot of those white people.
Can we play it?
Yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna play this for you. This is Jay
where a lot of those white people were not confrontational because they didn't understand why they were being fucking discriminated against.
And then they want to try
because
to
of the fact that they had blue eyes.
What she did was she separated blue eyes and brown eyes instead of skin color. And then she started treating, was it the blue eyes better or the brown eyes?
The brown eyes.
Brown eyes better than the blue eyes. And they're like, what the fuck is this? It's not fair. Oh, no. You told the black people when it's being done to them not to be confrontational. What are you doing right now?
And that's
being confrontational.
Because what happens, because I can tell from those people,
especially when stuff is not done about it when you do the right steps.
Because this is what I can tell about those people. If they're only caring right now because of the fact that they're in the blue-eye group and they're being discriminated against, that means that other races, other nationalities, other genders, when somebody discriminates against them, they're not caring because they're not discriminating against them.
Of course.
Hey, look, when you wake up in the morning and you
care all day, every day.
When you wake up in the morning, you know that you got your job not because of what you've done throughout your whole career, but because of who you know.
Real quick,
and a lot of people, and I say white people, get their jobs that way because I worked underneath a guy that got his job that way. He didn't know shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
He didn't know shit. Okay, and I'm the one. I was the brains of the group. I'm sitting here giving him all the information to making him look good.
Why?
That's because that was my job.
Well, let's say this right. Let's say that right now, minorities get all the money. All the money that's printed. One day, people in power can say, well, you know what? Money's worth nothing now. Toilet paper is worth everything now. They can go buy all of the toilet paper while we're worried about getting all the money. So what does that mean? Now, we got all this money that means nothing. They got all the toilet paper that means nothing. So pretty much what I'm saying is that the people in power can determine
what's what?
The monetary value.
Yeah. They
can determine the racial value. They can determine, the property value. Even if we get everything. So as long as certain people are not in power, they're not determining what's in power.
Well, real quick, I want to get 2 more stories out and then play this Jane Elliott video.
Yeah, go ahead.
Without interruption, and then we need to move on to the other isms because we actually kind of got stuck on racism.
No. We need to leave the other isms for another time.
Okay, we can leave the other isms for another time. Or continue this. We should. That would actually be good. But all right. The time I was telling you about in College Park when I went down there to get some money for a friend's bachelor party somewhere. I had $500 right here in my what's
drug money. Well, go ahead.
You're a jerk for that one. And it was not drug money.
He does have dreads.
I did so much overtime at work. You little jerk.
He does have dreads.
Pocket here, so
he has dreads.
My friend's brother was like, "Hey, look, I'm not going to be there for another 30 minutes. Do you think you can entertain yourself?" I said, all right, cool. I didn't want to pay money to get into these bars in, College Park area. This is in College Park, Maryland. So I'm walking around. I said, you know what? Let me see if there's a party going on up the street from here at this old frat house that I used to go to. I went up the street. The frat house wasn't there anymore. I wasn't aware of this. So I was like, oh, damn, it's not here. So I was like, you know what? Let me turn this way and go back down to where I originally was. To where I originally was.
This motherfucker here.
Slick. To where I originally was. So I walked, I stopped. I was like, okay, I think I need to go this way to get back to the main road. Or do I go this way? Because I was lost. I was like, I haven't been here in like 5 years. I was like, okay, I think it's this way. I start heading the right way. I was like, yeah, this is the right way. As soon as I'm walking, dude hopped out. No, it wasn't even that. Big white dude hopped out of the car. Came up behind me and grabbed me. I stepped back like, yo. He's like, police. I was like, I'm like, what's going on? He said, you just look suspicious, so we stopped you because you had a bunch of robberies. I was like, I look suspicious. I had a red shirt on, some khaki pants, light khaki pants, and white shoes. I'm like,
I would like to say something real quick before.
If I was robbing houses,
I would like to say something. You know, our last financial crash happened with a bunch of people who robbed everybody in suits and ties. So I'm just saying. But go ahead.
But did they get arrested?
Not yet.
That's the whole point.
How many years
That's
ago
the whole point.
How many years ago was this?
Oh, this was a couple years ago.
That's the whole point.
This was in 2008, 2009.
And we're in 2016. Almost 10 years later.
Whoa, they killed themselves first because they were pussies. But go on.
That's true, too. But I'm not going to say they're pussies, but they killed themselves.
They were pussies.
He stopped me.
I've been broke my whole life. I've been dealing with this shit. They are pussies. Why? Because they haven't been broke their whole fucking life. Or they got broke and they couldn't handle it. Pussies. Go on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He went hard.
So, he stopped me and check this out. He's like, hey, you got any ID on you? I was like, yeah, officer. I said, am I being arrested or am I being detained? He's like, no, I just want to check who you are. Now, I could have at that point been like, well, if I'm not arrested or being detained, I'm free to go. I could have did that, but I didn't. I was like, oh, you know what? Here you go. Because I was like, you know what? I'm trying to meet my homeboy and give him his money, so there's no issue. Gave him my ID. He sat there and looked at it. He said, sit on the curb, please. Put your hands behind your back. Let me handcuff you.
They did the same
I haven't done a crime. Why am I being handcuffed?
They did the same shit to fucking me, yo.
On top of this, while I'm sitting on the curb, his partner is black. His partner is black. A cab driver who's lost and he saw police. People that are supposed to help you. Excuse me, officer, can you tell me? Get the fuck out of here. You're interfering in the investigation. I was like, wait a minute, you just said I was what?
Well, fucking investigation. What investigation?
And the driver's like, why are you being rude and mean to me? I'm asking you for help because you're an officer. I don't give a fuck. Get out of here before I arrest you. I was like, oh wow, this is the black officer going on. The white officer was actually really nice and really cool. Now I'm still sitting on the curb with handcuffs. While I'm sitting on the curb with handcuffs, both officers are sitting there.
There's a lot of black police officers that are Uncle Toms. Fuck it, I'll say it.
They're up there on the radio like, yeah, giving out my information out loud. Yeah, social security number, so.
Whoa!
How do you get your social?
I should punch you in the face for that. I should punch you in the fucking face for that.
Check this out. So then I'm sitting in the curb like, did he really say that? Then I'm like looking at the white boys walking by with the red cups full of liquor and beer, and the white boys walking around smoking weed. Hey, officer. I'm like,
and do the officers do anything to them?
Nothing. I'm
like, they just say, hey, officers, let them go, right?
This is what happens. Officer comes back and says, so are those your real dreads? Yeah. Because no, people wear fake ones. No,
what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
You got any tattoos? Sir, did you find anything? I'm like, no, you have a clean record. So why are you asking me all these questions? Next thing he says, well,
a black person
so
what?
So who are you here for? I'm here.
It does not matter.
Who are you here for? I'm here to.
They fucking let white boys that were fucking smoking weed
and drinking liquor
openly in red cups to pass by them.
And I'm sitting here looking like this is embarrassing as a mother.
That is why we feel the way that we feel.
So
I'm not telling you
unequal treatment.
Here's the other thing.
Go on.
He was like, look, who you here to? Well, why are you here? I said, I live in Rockville, but I'm out here to meet a friend. You live in Rockville? How old are you? I gave him my age. He said, you're out here at a college town. Like, the college town's not that far from where I live, number one. Number two, I just told you I was here to meet a friend to get money for a bachelor party. And I said, number three, did I commit any crime? No. He said, well, look, we're going to let you go, but don't, loiter around here or anything. Oh, well, you're a grown man. You can do what you want. Just so you know, I didn't do it because you're black. Wait a minute, what? I didn't stop you because you're black. Why did you have to tell me that if you didn't do it because of that? And then he was like this. Hey, matter of fact, call your friend and put him on speaker. I'm sorry, what?
Motherfucker, for what?
Motherfucker,
for what?
Now, the one thing I'm glad they didn't do was they searched me. But I'm glad they didn't search here because I had $500 in it because it was my ticket, my hotel, plus.
And then trying to fucking say, "Oh, that's drug money." Why do you have $500 on you, motherfucker?
But that was good because we had technology, and I could pull up my bank statement.
But that was that. But I can't cash my fucking paycheck. I can't have a paycheck.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was like, I had the information to show that.
The fuck out of here, yo.
So after that, I was like, yo, I gave my boy the money. I was like, look, I gotta go, man, because these officers are actually like, damn, dog, why does it always happen? I don't know. I don't be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right. So what's your point?
No dreads.
Right.
This
so what's your
time
point?
Dreads. This time I had dreads. The other 2 times I missed, I didn't have dreads.
Right. But once again,
I had short hair.
Right. But once again, we're pointing out an improper level of judgments.
I was walking.
Because
Who gets pulled over while walking?
Because the fact that he's got dreads.
Get fired on their day off.
Because the fact that he's got dreads. Motherfucking Craig got fired on his day off and he didn't have fucking dreads.
I'm just saying.
What are you talking about? I don't have dreads.
Lake Forest?
You don't have dreads. This shit don't happen to fucking us. It don't happen to me.
What about Lake Forest when I was sitting at the bus stop waiting for my
and
bus?
My fucking and the fucking police precinct is 3 blocks from my fucking crib.
3 minutes. I was sitting at the bus stop.
They've already checked you out before.
Look, nigga, they ain't never checked me out because I ain't never do shit.
They already saw you coming.
No. Hold on real quick. They saw me one time. Matter of fact, to bring this shit up, it was winter time. This was like 3 years ago. I fucking had hands in my pocket. I know. I had hands in my pocket. I fucking took my hands out of my pocket because my phone was going off, and I fucking took my hands out of my pocket, went into my fucking pants pocket, and grabbed my phone. And this is what the fucking cop told me. The cop told me, yo, why the fuck you fucking reaching your pocket all fast? You know I could have shot you for that. Motherfucker, for what? You could have shot me? You gonna tell me? You gonna tell me that you could have shot me?
Racism and prejudice doesn't.
I can't fucking go on my fucking phone because my fucking phone is ringing and you hear my fucking phone is ringing. But you tell me, oh, you could have shot me.
Why would you even share that with
fucking
me?
Pocket. Why would you even tell me that shit?
Because some police officers.
Because you want me to fear you, and I don't fear none of you motherfuckers. How about that? I don't fear no motherfucking cop. I don't fear no motherfucking man because I'm not supposed to. Because God is supposed to provide me with divinity. I'm not supposed to fear no motherfucker. Fuck any cop that thinks I'm supposed to fear them just because they got a gun and I don't. Fuck them for that.
The badge and the gun, because they're all getting off for murder. Where if it was a civilian that did the shit, they would go to jail.
Why?
Sorry.
Matter of fact,
up with Tamir Rice and shooting him real quick. In 2 seconds, that's giving him an order to drop the weapon. And you give him a chance. The dude in Walmart, y'all shot him from fucking what? 30 feet away through opening and closing doors in his back while he was on the phone chilling with an air rifle in the Ohio. Both of these were Ohio, open carry state. He's chilling on his cell phone with the rifle, like talking to somebody, shoot him in the back, and then go, drop your weapon. You shot the nigga first.
But the Oregon Ranchers,
it was a pellet gun.
The Oregon Ranchers, the Bundys that aren't even from there, that haven't families from there,
come with their weapons.
They come with their weapons to the wildlife refuge,
and they said we'll shoot a police officer or a federal agent dead. Why aren't they being shot at?
Why are they not being shot at? But I can fucking have a fucking peaceful protest because somebody that I feel supposed to have gotten an indictment from a cop. If a cop has shot somebody in cold blood, I feel like the cop should have gotten an indictment. Not even saying that this cop should have gotten in jail. I'm talking about the cop should have at least gotten a fucking indictment. They should have at least gave the fucking cop a trial when the fucking Eric Garner, and they said I can't breathe.
The medical examiner said it was murder.
And it's a fucking cold-blooded murder, and they don't even get a motherfucking trial. It's not even about them getting off. It's about them not even getting a fucking trial.
It's about both.
I can't fucking peacefully protest. The problem
that's the answer that kills me. Oh, the rioters were not peaceful.
But the fucking ranchers that are not, were the fucking people on the land want them to fucking leave.
Hold up. I'm done with my story because I got at least a dozen more.
I can't do nothing.
And keep in mind, I don't have a
I can't do nothing.
I want you to live.
No. I can't do nothing. What I'm saying is that peacefully, lawfully, I can't do nothing.
It's already shown that there are different laws for.
So what you're telling me is that there's
being white.
So what you're telling me is
I know what it is.
So what you're telling me is that
the way you make it sound like I don't know.
Because the way you say
you being aggressive. I show you the video of like the Caucasian man was out in the middle of the street. Police officer rolled up on him. He had an open carry state. He had his he had
AK.
It was AR. Had his AR strapped to his front chest. Police officer walked up, all nonchalant.
And the black guy, get on the ground, put your weapon out. Wait.
10 police officers with guns pointed at this man.
Shut up. Okay.
So what you're telling me, once again, once again, there's a disproportionate level of respect and punishment versus me. Those people in the mountains, and this is what people are telling me, that because of the fact that these people are at a vacant lot, however, it's a federal fucking building. What federal building you been in where you can fucking bring a gun in? What federal building you been in?
It's illegal.
Where they don't fucking have a metal detector right there.
It's illegal. You can't bring it.
It's illegal. You can't bring it. So people are telling me,
even if you have a
people
concealed
telling
carry,
me, well, they're not doing anything wrong. They're just coming in there. They're not fucking bringing it. But the fucking people on the land want them to leave, and they're not even from that fucking land.
You know what?
Period.
On top of that, I'm just going to top it off like this with this because we've been talking a freaking minute. Check this out. This is Jane Elliott real quick, and she's being real with people in the classroom.
Oh yeah, go and play that Jane Elliott shit.
I hope it comes out clear for y'all, but let's see.
Ever. It's a remix.
See, this doesn't sound right. Sure.
I want every white person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the direction.
Somebody saying?
If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here.
Somebody please stand.
That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
So pause that. See me, I'm a black man. And I'm not a light-skinned motherfucker. I'm a black man, you're a black man, you're a black man.
I'm pretty black.
I don't have a fucking option to be like, well, let me stand if I'm fucking black. Motherfuckers can see me, and it doesn't matter whether I'm from America, whether I'm from Britain, whether I'm from the fucking Fiji Islands, whether I'm from Australia, whether I'm from fucking Tokyo. If I'm fucking dark-skinned, you're gonna associate me with being black, whether it's an African American, whether it's somebody from African descent, period. So when it comes to that, the people don't want to go through what we're going through. They don't. And I'm not even saying it from the perspective of somebody that's been prejudiced against by either white cops or by white people, period, or even by people with my own race. I'm not even saying it because of that. I'm just saying it because the people that don't have to live with my skin and the people that don't have to live with my trials and tribulations, they're not just fucking jumping out there and like, oh, take me in, take me in, take me in, take me in. I bet you they don't fucking do that shit. They're not fucking just tagging in to fucking go through what I'm going through. If it's white face, if it's white skin, if it's the way that some white folks dress, it's not just, oh, I'll take this bullet for you, black man. Because they're not fucking taking the bullet for me. They're not taking it for you. They're not taking it for you. They're going to conform to the lifestyle that they conform in and that they've been conforming in for their entire lives. What we have to understand as black people, as people in general, yes, we do go through certain things. We do go through certain prejudices. We do go through certain racist policies that can hold us into what they're holding us into. And there's going to be a ton of people, just like the homeboy that you was talking to, and saying that, well, look, we outright look for people to hold our hand. We outright look for people to sympathize with us. I really don't give a shit, because see, me, I don't even agree with all black people. I feel like this. Let me just say this among everybody in this earth. We, so far, have been holding a great podcast. We've been putting out great opinions. We've been talking about a bunch of great fucking topics. There's not anybody in this earth that can hold me down for my opinions or for my achievements or my accomplishments. Anything that I do, you're not going to fucking hold me down from doing it. You're not going to hold this guy, Reminisce, from doing it. You're not going to hold this guy, Keon, from doing it.
Or his lover.
Or his male lover. You're not going to hold... You're not going to hold...
I'm sorry, bro. I had to.
And I was going to hold it off. And I was not even going to mention it. But good job, Reminisce. But anyway, hold on. You can rebuttal after that. You can rebuttal after that. You can rebuttal after that.
Fuck both of you.
What? I didn't even do nothing.
That's all I had to say.
We love you though, bro.
Right. But pretty much what I'm saying is that I want equality. I want equality for all people.
Oh man.
I love.
That's too much.
I love Jewish people. I love German people.
Oh,
I love
man.
African people.
I can tell you
I love Latino people.
Race.
I love all people from all races. All I want us to do is for everybody to just come together and say, well, hey, I experienced this hardship.
Yeah.
You experienced this hardship. We can come to one accord, because part of the reason that we are in the situation that we're in is because each of us feel hardships. Each of us feel hardships, and none of us are really trying to actually realize and admit to the fact that, look, we deal with these certain things. So this right here, we done a lot of jokes. We talked about relationships. We talked about, well, we're going to talk about technology soon, which I want to.
We talk about number one on this one.
Right, but we talked about relationships. We talked about
this
music.
Guy right there.
We talked about, the police brutality. We talked about many different things, but this is something here where I want all of us to come together.
Indeed.
I want all of you to watch the corner, and I want all of you to like, to comment, to subscribe.
Please, we don't care if it's negative. Just respond.
I don't give a fuck.
Give us ideas on how to make
I
this
don't
better,
care, because I know that we all have different opinions.
But respect them.
The reason why we're here today is not because of the fact that we're just trying to tell you shit just to tell you shit, that we just want you to believe in what we believe in. No, we want you to also give your viewpoints
as well,
so we can actually come to one accord and actually understand where you guys are coming from, so you can understand where we are coming from. And that's what's going to help this become a better world, a better earth. Not just everybody just believing what the fuck they want to believe in and not wavering at all. But all of us putting our thoughts, putting our viewpoints in the pot, and actually becoming better citizens, becoming better people, becoming better friends, wives, husbands, whatever the case.
A community.
Communities. Exactly. So this is what I'm going to do. I said my piece. Reminisce.
Of course, I pointed there. He still goes this way. All right. Well, no. How about you start this time?
What?
I always start first.
All right, Keon, go ahead and start this time.
So, hey, look, I'm not. I wanted to say throughout the whole podcast, for the most part, that I'm not saying I don't believe that racism is not as prevalent as it is today. What I want to say is it's there, but you don't have to fall into that stereotype. Because you're already there, don't push it further than you have to actually push it. So that's my stance on it.
You mean that for those who do push it, right?
Yeah, for those who do push it.
Okay.
You don't have to push it. It's there. You just don't feed into it.
All right, so go on, brother. Reminisce.
Okay, my personal experience, of course, was different than my brother's right here. But what I do want to say is, for those, he knows already that I've had a debate with somebody because I dropped an opinion on my experiences being different.
And they instantly called you a racist.
Yeah, he instantly called me a racist. Look, the thing was, there was a light, I don't know.
They instantly said that your mama was the reason why you're so comfortable.
No, he's saying. What did he say? I was used to.
No.
My thing was
no. He said that I guess you wish that the cops treated you as greatly as your mama did.
And he had no history.
That's fucking disrespectful. And then after you gave a rebuttal, not disrespecting him, what did he say to you? What was his first words? Suck a dick.
So he's just angry. Why? Angry. I'm not sure. But
and if you want somebody to suck your dick, sir, I know gay people that will suck your dick. So don't say it unless you want it to be done to you, motherfucker. Because I had no prejudice against any gay people. But I say, hey, I'm a heterosexual person. I like pussy. I want pussy. I want to get pussy. If there's gay people of my gender that want dick, they should get your dick. Since you're fucking inviting people to suck your motherfucking dick, you fucking bigot. You fucking asshole, period.
But, now you're the angry man. But
yes, I am.
Angry black man.
I got sake in me. Matter of fact, hold on. I got sake in me. I got Smirnoff in me. And I did a fucking workout. And before I did the workout, I fucking drank kale, orange, and lemon juice.
Are you saying that make all right?
I'm hungry. Go on.
All right, but now
I'm gonna get some Chick-fil-A right after this.
Bastard.
Yes, I will.
But
right
now, real talk.
Go on.
I know there's a lot of people that have different opinions. They were raised differently as well. But just because you don't see something going on, or you're blind to it, or raised a certain way, doesn't mean it's not going on. This is 2016, and it's still alive and breathing hard and well. It may be undercover. That's the difference between when it comes to more city life versus being in the country. In the country, they're at least more honest with you.
Nobody ever told me to my face that I was a nigger.
Again, in the country,
but I don't deny. Honest. But I don't deny that racism
exists. In the city, there are more snakes behind your back, not acknowledging. And like I said, some don't realize it. But do the research before you come up with your opinion and decision. Do the research. There's a lot of research that's been done independently by news organizations, by doctors, lawyers, professors, schools, colleges. You know, they do it on their own, and it finds that it's true. It's out there. And I feel that we like you said, we need to come together, squash this, understand this. My biggest thing is start holding cops accountable for stuff. You know what I'm saying? If it was us
start holding people accountable for shit.
There you go. You got it. Hold people accountable. It doesn't matter if you're a cop or a citizen. Hold them accountable. If they deserve to be in jail for committing a crime, put them in jail for committing a crime. Because I fear that it will get to a point to where people will retaliate.
Do you have anything?
Oh no, I said mine.
I don't want that to happen. You see what happened to the Philadelphia cop minding his own business. People will retaliate for dumb stuff.
All I'm gonna say is I'm a DC dude. I definitely want to move down south soon. I fucking was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta about 2-3 weeks ago.
From the city, bro.
All I'm gonna say is that, you know what I'm saying, my homegirl Latrice, I do got love for you, for your opinions and for everything like that. She told me the truest statement that I've ever heard, and I knew it once I got down there and visited. She said, "You know what? There are fucking racists that don't speak to you. You can all eat in the same restaurant. You can all look at art in the same art gallery. That doesn't stop them from being racist. That just says, you know what? They will at least speak to you.
They will tolerate
because they understand why they are racist. They understand why you might not be racist. And they will tolerate you to a point because it's a systematic thing down there. So I do want to let you know, hey, once again, Latrice, I got love for you. Anytime I come down south, definitely, you know what I'm saying, show your boy the way. But anyway, this is the this is the corner We are finishing this whole thing up. Once again, it's your boy Coff Bizz,
aka Lessons Still,
aka Lessons Still. It's your boy
Reminisce.
It's your boy
Keon,
and we love you motherfuckers to death. I do appreciate you guys because you guys are definitely helping our views grow. You guys are definitely helping our subscribers grow. Everything. We want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, the page is Coff Bizz. That's COFF space BIZZ. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We do like what you guys are doing so far because you guys are definitely helping us out. We're getting more views. Yes. We're getting more opinions because for the people that know me, for the people that know him, for the people that know him, you guys are at least getting out your opinions. And this will not be the end of it because hey, we might bring this subject up again
and later on. Pretty sure
something's gonna come. Police video beating is gonna come popping up.
Don't get it twisted. We're not against police. We are for.
We're not against police
officers.
We're for equality. We're for equality. And once again, what was our main thing? I am for equal treatment. I am against unequal treatment. So as long as you got that, I'm here with open arms. So is there anything else that we need to say?
That's it.
Bob Marley. Living like Bob Marley. One love. Let's get together.
We got the green then. Yeah. All right. You already was grabbing on the mouse.
Go ahead and click it then.
Go ahead and click it. We're over.